Welcome back. The Socrates Law Firm, an initiative of the University of Namibia, is a mock law firm comprising of 11 fourth-year LLB law students at the university. The firm operates under the Legal Aid Clinic Professional Ethics course, and the aim, or one of the aims of the initiative, is to shed light and bring awareness on the issue of bullying. To elaborate further, we're joined on the line by Sandra Garises, a student from the University of Namibia, currently doing her fourth-year LLB studies. Sandra, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Good evening, and thank you for having me.
Sandra, just to start with, please give us some background on the Socrates Law Firm initiative.
So I'm representing Socrates Law Firm, a mock legal firm comprising of 11 final year LLB students from the University of Namibia. As part of the course, we delved into a module called Legal Aid Clinic and Professional Ethics that equips law students with practical side of law. So part of that, another segment to that program is that we work on a community impact project, and we chose to embark on an initiative to raise public awareness regarding violence against children with a special focus on bullying.
That's right. As I mentioned, you're bringing awareness to the issue of bullying. Can you please tell us about this? And of course, in the same breath, talk to us about how much of a concern bullying is amongst children.
Pardon me, can you repeat your question again? It's a little bit faint. I'm so sorry.
No problem. I was asking if you could please tell us about this initiative to bring awareness to the issue of bullying, and in the same breath talk to us about how much, in reality, bullying is a concern amongst children.
Yes. So earlier this year, we have witnessed a tragic incident involving a 11-year-old boy who took his own life after enduring relentless bullying. Once again, after that incident, severe spotlight was placed on bullying, particularly among children. And everyone has a story to tell, we have realized. So we've realized that it's an undeniable fact that it's a widespread problem in Namibia that negatively impacts the lives of all those involved, the bullied, the bullies themselves, and the witnesses. So the detrimental effects of bullying encompasses physical, psychological, social, and educational harm. So as a mock law firm, we felt that it is timely for us to talk about these issues that most of us are facing at schools, in communities that we operate, and just so that we create awareness and continuously talk about these pertinent issues that are affecting most of us.
How exactly does the firm, bring awareness, on the topic of bullying? What conversations are you having? What, spaces are you creating to bring this awareness to the general public?
So we have embarked upon quite a number of activities using various mediums and platforms. We've been visiting schools in Windhoek. Some of the students that are outside Windhoek are doing similar visits to schools where we are really just breaking down on what is bullying, what are the different types of bullying that are more prevalent amongst children that they should be aware of, because we have realized that majority of our children are now subscribed to social media. And on these platforms, there's such a high risk of cyberbullying. So we are just bringing out these important issues, really to show children that there is high exposure and that they need to know about what the effects of all these things are. So we talk to them about when bullying takes place, what are the various forms that bullying takes place into, so that they don't just think that it's only at school. It can happen at home. Siblings bully each other. Elder cousins bully the younger ones. It happens at workplaces. Where there is power involved, bullying is bound to happen. So we are just trying to converse around this issue of bullying to make everyone aware, so that we are really acting together and stand together and guard against this harmful and lasting impact that it has on everyone, so that we are aware of these issues.
In the instance, Sandra, that a child is faced or becomes a victim of severe bullying, what legal avenues exist, in terms of help?
So with regards to the legal framework, when it comes to protection of children against bullying, in the Namibian Constitution, as the supreme law talks to fundamental human rights, and there are relevant sections within the Constitution that is really protecting all of us against these type of ills. We all have right to dignity, which is Article 8 of the Constitution, that says that dignity of all persons shall be inviolable. So it places emphasis on inviolability of human dignity, reflecting the fundamental respect for the inherent worth and value of every individual. No one has the right to really violate that right. Another article in the Constitution that this premise also stems from is the article that talks to equality and freedom from discrimination. So no person shall be discriminated against on the grounds of their sex, race, ethnic origin, because bullies comes out in form of classes also. So they are categorized as that, and when there is a seniority issue, then they normally will bully those below them. So grounds of you maybe being dark-skinned, or you are born with albinism. So children tease each other. So there's really this article that is protecting us against that. Another one that I can maybe mention is the Child Care and Protection Act of 2015. It does not explicitly address bullying, but it, however, provides provisions for all forms of violence against children. And the Act emphasizes the significance of safeguarding children from all forms of abuse. And that inherently includes bullying, and assigns the responsibility to parents and caregivers, schools, institutions to address such incidents. So really, as a country, we are party also to international treaties that speaks up on rights of children, the African Charter of Rights and Welfare of Children. So Namibia is a party to this, and they are ensuring the welfare and protection of children within their jurisdictions.
Just for interest's sake, Sandra, in the event that a minor is the aggressor and found guilty of bullying, how are they tried, seeing as they are underage? Or does, cases such as this never really make it that far?
When children are underage, it's the responsibility of the parent or the caregiver to really be vigilant and to keep their eyes open, and to notice certain signs within a child's emotional state. And there are different signs that you can look out for that will really guide you and that can tell you that this child is experiencing emotional breakdown. So it's the responsibility of the parents, the caregivers, and the teachers that should look out for these things. But at the same time, it does not also stop parents to really have conversations with their children on a day-to-day basis. Listen to your child openly and calmly. They will express something in a way, because every parent knows their child. And then parents can take then the necessary steps of remediation and handling the situation.
Sandra, thank you so much for your time this evening. Any final remarks you'd like to leave us with?
Yes, I would like to encourage the public to follow the Socrates Firm's activities through its social media platforms. We do radio interviews, we visit schools, and really the focus on this topic was deliberately chosen due to reports of child suicides and teenage depression resulting from bullying. So your child has the right to a safe, nurturing school environment that respects their dignity. So drawing from the Constitution, let us protect ourselves from all forms of physical and mental violence. Thank you so much. Bullying is no exception. We don't have place for bullying in Namibia.
Indeed we don't. Sandra Gary says thank you so much for your time this evening. Thank you for joining.